Hi and welcome back to Blossom Themes YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how you can create a stunning professional website using Sarada Lite free WordPress theme. If you are a fashion, travel, food, beauty or lifestyle blogger, then Sarada Lite is the one you want to go for. You can create a unique and gorgeous website without any knowledge of coding. It is super easy, and with this video you will have your site up and ready in no time. So let's get started. I have also added timestamps in the description and in the comment section below so that you can easily skip to the portion that you want to. To have access to Sarada Lite free theme, you'll have to go to our website blossomthemes.com, go to shop section, go to free themes, then click on Sarada Lite. I have also added the link in the description box below to the sales page of Sarada Lite free theme. Scroll down. I have already opened the live demo tab over here, so I will be explaining and exploring the demo page from this tab only. I will give you a quick tour of the demo page here, and we will start with header section. On the top is the notification bar where you can easily display your newsletter, the navigation menu. This theme supports menu in 3 different locations: primary, secondary, and footer area. You also get a back to top button like this. If you have a site logo, you can easily add one. If you do not have a site logo yet, you can make your site title and tagline display. A beautiful banner slider, the featured area section where you can feature and highlight your pages that you do not want your visitors to miss out. The about section to introduce yourself. The blog section. On the left hand side are your blog posts and on the right hand side are the widgets. So let's explore the blog post on our left hand side first. On your right hand side are the sidebar widgets where you can feature widgets from 22 highly customizable widgets that comes with Sarada Lite free theme. You can add an author bio like this, add various social media links. You can add email newsletter widget, various categories, popular posts, social medias, add in an Instagram widget, and your recent posts, and so on. You can also add the shop section to your site and sell your merchandise. As you can see on the left hand side, you can easily integrate your social media pages to your website, which will be displayed like this throughout your site as your users scroll up and down your site. A newsletter section which you can create and add, which is also very important for email marketing. The footer area section. This theme supports 4 different footer areas and you can feature the widgets of your choice, which again are very highly customizable. The Instagram section where you can easily integrate your Instagram page, and this is very fascinating because if your users click on one of the posts, they will be able to check out your blog posts from here. And if they click on follow me, they will be able to directly go over to your Instagram page and get in touch with you directly. The footer copyright text, the entire portion of it cannot be edited. You can only edit out certain parts of it. The entire footer copyright text can only be edited in our Pro theme. We will go ahead and explore our shop page now. And this is what your shop page looks like, where you can easily list out your merchandise and sell it to make some extra cash for yourself. We'll go back to our homepage and now we will explore one of our blog posts. Click on it. This is how your blog post looks like, your individual blog posts, where you can easily feature the sidebar as you are seeing on the screen. Now we will head over to the sales page of Sarada Lite free theme and we will explore some of the more important and cooler features of the Sarada Lite free theme. So let's head over to the sales page of Sarada Lite free theme. So if you're a blogger who's looking for a professional WordPress theme, then Sarada Lite is the best solutions for creating and crafting beautiful professional website. These are the blogs that you can create with Sarada Lite. You can create fashion, lifestyle, travel, food, beauty, parenting, fitness, health, self-improvement, or journal blog. Here are the features that are listed. You can easily change your primary, secondary, and background color and choose the color that reflects your brand and matches your personality. You can choose from 900 and plus Google Fonts library. You can change your primary and secondary font and also control their font sizes. If you have your own site logo, then you can also add it, and you can also control your site logo size. The theme will look as gorgeous in your mobile and tablet devices as they look in PC. All the changes that you make on left-hand side can be previewed in real time on the right-hand side. Sarada Lite is also Gutenberg compatible. It is optimized for faster loading and better performance. Because Sarada Lite is developed with the best SEO practices, it will help you achieve a higher ranking in search engines. Sarada Lite is also Google AdSense optimized. It is compatible with WooCommerce, which means you can create your own online store and sell your merchandise. You can display notification bar to engage your visitors right on top and also generate good leads. You have customizable banner options where you can display your banner as a slider. You can display a static image or a video with call to action. You get 3 featured boxes where you can add in and highlight your important pages. You have a beautifully designed about section that displays your bio. You also have a shop section to sell or promote your affiliate products. With the newsletter section, you can grow your subscribers. You can easily flaunt your Instagram posts by integrating it into your site, just like how we saw in the demo page. You get to add author bio on the sidebar. You can add your personalized copyright message for your website footer, but as I had said before, the entire footer copyright text can only be edited in the Pro theme. You can integrate various social media links. Sarada Lite comes with built-in SEO settings. You can easily enable your breadcrumbs, enable or disable your last updated post date, and even change your breadcrumb home text. You have the option to display your post excerpt, display the related posts of the category or tags, the comment section at the end of every post. You also get a back to top button. Sarada Lite is widgets ready and it comes with adequate space for placing widgets. You get 22 highly customizable widgets, and here are the list of available widgets which you can go through. You can also share your portfolio page. It is cross-browser compatible. Sarada Lite also ensures that your content has excellent readability with easy legibility. It is schema-friendly, RTL scripts ready, and translation ready so that you can use it in your local language to connect with your local audience. The theme comes with regular updates with feature enhancements. You can also write custom CSS to modify some sections as per your preference. Our theme comes with clean codes, so if you want to edit codes to make some changes, you can easily do that as well. Sarada Lite comes with extensive and beginner-friendly documentation to help you get your site up and ready in no time. If you have any questions or queries, you can easily reach out to our support team. They would be more than happy to help you. To download the Sarada Lite free theme from our site, click on Download Now. Fill in the details here. Add in your email address, first name and last name, then click on Download Now, after which the theme will be emailed to you in your email address that you provide over here in a zip format. Now, I will log into my WordPress dashboard and I will show you how you can download, install and activate Sarada Lite free theme. To install and activate Sarada Lite free theme, you'll first of all have to log in to your WordPress dashboard. Then go to Appearance and click on Themes. Click on Add New. Click on Upload Theme. Here you can either click on Choose File and select the file that you received in a zip format, or you can also drag and drop it. Alternatively, there is also another way, and that is even more easier. From the search bar, just type in Sarada Lite and the theme is showing here. Click on Install. The theme has been installed. Now click on Activate. As you can see from the screen, the theme has been installed and activated. Next important step would be to begin installing plugins. So click on it, select all the plugins. From the drop-down option, select Install and click on Apply. Again, select all the plugins by ticking in this little box. From the drop-down option, select Activate and click on Apply. So now the plugins have also been activated successfully, and you have to make sure that you do not miss this step, because these plugins will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our website. Let's go back to our dashboard and we will access our customizer. For that, go to Appearance and then click on Customize. I'm going to open Customizer in the new tab. If you want to see how your site looks like, go over to Dashboard, hover your mouse around this house icon, which gives you an option to visit site. You can open this link, and here currently your site looks like this. Back to our customizer. Now I will briefly walk you through all the customizer settings that you get with Sarada Lite. If you click on Pro Available View Pro Theme, it will take you to the sales page of Sarada Pro Theme. If you click on Demo and Documentation, from the demo link, you will be able to view the demo page, and from there you can take various references. From the documentation link, if you open it, it will take you to the step-by-step documentation on how you can create a complete website using Sarada Lite theme. From Site Identity, you can create a unique site identity for your website. From under Appearance, you can change the colors, the background image, and change the typography and their respective font sizes of the entire website. Next is the Layout settings. From here, you can set the page, the post, and the default sidebar layout. From under General Settings, you can enable or disable the notification bar. You can configure your banner section. You can configure your featured area section, the About section, social media settings, your SEO settings, configure posts, blog, and pages settings, configure your shop section, add the newsletter to your site, integrate Instagram section to your blog, and various miscellaneous settings. From menus, you can create menu for your website, and this theme supports menu in 3 different locations: the primary location, the secondary location, and the footer menu. You can add various widgets on your sidebar and in your footer areas 1, 2, 3, and 4. From under Homepage Settings, you can choose your homepage display as your latest blog posts or a static page. From under Footer Settings, you can edit the footer copyright text. But as I have mentioned before, the entire footer copyright text can only be edited in the Pro theme. With additional CSS, you can add your own CSS code and customize the appearance and layout of your site. Now we will go ahead and start creating our blog, and we will start with Site Identity. Here are various options through which you can configure your site identity. From here, you can add in the site title and tagline for your site. All you have to do is remove the site title that is currently over here and give the site title of your choice. Whatever site title you type in, that will be displayed over here, and you can do the same with tagline, which will be displayed over here. If you scroll down, you can select your site title font and style. From the list of the fonts that are available here, you can go ahead and choose that, and your font style will change over here. Depending upon the font family that you choose, you also get to select the style. So it can be either bold, it can be normal, it can be ultra bold or extra bold, or any other style that you choose. From here, you can either increase or decrease the site title font size. If you slide this toggle over, your site title font size will increase, and if you slide this toggle under, then your site title font size will be smaller. From here, you can select the site title color. Click on Select Color, and the process is very simple. All you have to do is select the color from the color palette here. Now you have to move around the pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice. If you click on default color will be selected from here automatically. Now, if you don't want to display your site title and tagline because you already have a site logo, then you can simply uncheck this little box over here. Then click on Select Logo, click on Select Files, and you have to go ahead and choose your logo. Click on Open. All the images that you upload from here will be stored in the media library section over here. I have also added the recommended image sizes in the description box below, so make sure you check that out before you upload your images. Let me upload all of the images at once. Now select the site logo, click on Select. You have the option to crop the image or skip cropping. From here, I'm going to skip cropping, after which your site logo will appear over here. You can set the width or the pixel of your site logo from here. If you increase the value of your site logo in width or pixel, your site logo will appear bigger, and if you decrease the size, it will appear smaller. From here, you can select the site icon for your website. You simply have to click on Select Site Icon, then select your site icon, click on Select. Again, you have the option to crop the image. Click on Crop Image after you have made the adjustments. It also gives you a little preview of what your site icon looks like. This right here is your site icon. I would highly recommend you to have a site identity because it not only helps your users to identify your website, but it also helps you in building your brand. After you have made all the changes, go ahead and click on Publish. And if you go back to the site, give it a refresh, you can see the change has been made. Let's go back. Now we will go ahead and create our very first post because the site is completely empty for now. So let's go back to our dashboard. To create your very first post, you have to go to Posts, then click on Add New. I have added a link in the description box to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create your very first post using the Gutenberg editor. From here, you can add in the title, your content. From under Post, you can create or add new categories and assign them to your blog posts. From here, you can add new tags for your posts. From here, you can set the featured image, and I would highly recommend you to have a featured image because if you don't, it will leave a gray layout on your site which will not look very flattering. From the sidebar layout, you can choose the sidebar layout for your blog posts. But I will not go into this now. I will come back to this when I'm explaining the layout settings. So let me go ahead and add in the title and some content here. I have added some dummy content. If you want to add in an image, just click on this plus icon, select the image. You can either upload the image or select the one from the media library. Select your image, click on select, which will appear over here. From under posts, click on add new category, give your category a name. You can create all the categories at once and you can assign them to your respective posts at the time of creation of new posts. So let me add all of the categories at first. If I want to assign only fashion, modeling and makeup categories to this particular post, I can uncheck the travel categories and these 3 categories will be assigned to this post. Similarly, for tags, you can add new tags from here. Just make sure that when you do, separate them with commas or the enter key. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image, then select the image of your choice. Click on Set Featured Image. Now, let's go ahead and publish our very first post. Click on Publish. The first post has been published. Now, if you open the View Post in the New tab, this is what your very first blog post looks like. Everything seems alright except for the link, which is appearing a bit weird with date and everything showing. So let's go ahead and fix this. Back to our dashboard. Go to Settings and click on Permalinks. Under Common Settings, instead of DN name, select Post Name. Click on Save Changes. Now let's go back to the same post, and if you give it a refresh, it will show a 404 error, page not found, because this link does not exist now that we have changed it. So we will go back to our home page and then click on this post. And as you can see, the link has been changed and the post name is showing in the permalink. For now, we have created only one post. Let me create some more posts. So I will pause the video and I will come back when I have created a few more posts. As you can see from the screen, I have added a few more posts. Now if you go back to our site, you refresh it, you will see that all the blog posts that I have created are now appearing here. And all the latest posts will keep appearing right on top. They have also ended up here in the banner section and I will show you how you can configure them in a while. Now we will go back to our customizer. We will also give it a refresh so that all the changes made in the dashboard are also reflected here. And now it has. Now we will go ahead and create and configure our navigation menu. There are 2 ways through which you can create menus for your site. One, from the customizer itself, and the second option is from dashboard. I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create a navigation menu for your site. So make sure you check that out. For this site, I will create menus from the dashboard. Back to our dashboard, then from under Appearance, click on Menus. The process is very simple. First of all, give a name to your menu. You can name it whatever you want. Now you have to select the display location. I'm going to select primary, and primary location is this location right over here, as I showed you earlier. Now click on Create Menu. The next step would be to add various items to your menu. So you can add various pages, you can add posts, you can add custom links and also various categories. I'm going to select 2 of my categories and then click on Add to Menu. Next, I will also add a custom link for my home page. click on Add to Menu. You can also sort and toggle them like this. You simply have to drag it and drop it. We will also edit the label of other menu items in capital letters. Now click on Save Menu. If we go back to our site and give it a refresh, as you can see, the primary menu has been configured. We can also make the description appear right on top of the menu section. For that, back to your dashboard again, click on Screen Options. Make sure that the description box is checked in. Now if you come down, click on the items here. It now shows the option to add the description for all of the items. You can go ahead and add in the description. Now click on Save Menu again. You go back to your site, give it a refresh. You will see the description is now showing above your menu items. Following the same process, we will create a secondary menu. Go back to your menu and click on Create a New Menu. Give your menu a name. Select Secondary Menu. Click on Create Menu. Now, just like we did with the primary menu, we will go ahead and add items to our secondary menu. Go to Categories, and I'm going to add 2 of the remaining categories, but the menu will keep on updating as we go ahead and create more pages. Click on Add to Menu. Now we will make the changes here, add the description. After you are done, click on Save Menu. You go back to your site, give it a refresh, and the secondary menu has also been created. For our third menu option, we can create the footer menu over here. So the process again is the same. You come back to the dashboard, click on Create a Menu, and give your menu a name. Select the display location as footer. Click on Create Menu. For our footer menu, I'm going to add in the custom link. Put in the URL here and the link text here. Footer menus are very useful if you have to add the links to your privacy policies, terms and conditions, and so on. But again, you can go ahead and add in the menu items of your choice. Click on Add to Menu. We will add a second one. Again, click on Add to Menu. Now click on Save Menu. Go back to your site, give it a refresh. And now the pages that were added as items to the footer menu are now showing. To the top, we'll go back to our customizer, give it a refresh again to reflect the changes that we have made so far. So after site identity, we had left out appearance settings and layout settings, and also there are the rest of the customizer settings. Let's go ahead and configure them one by one. Starting with appearance settings, the first option is colors. You can change the primary, secondary, and background color of your entire site from here. You only have to click on Select Color, select the color from the palette here, move around the slider and the pointer to come to the color of your choice. These are your primary color, which are now changed to light green. And the changes has been reflected throughout the website. I'm setting it back to default. Same for the secondary color. Select the color of your choice, move around the pointer and the slider, and your secondary color will be changed. For the background color, click on Select Color. Again, following the same process, select the color from the color palette, move around your pointer and the slider. Go ahead, play with various different options that are here, and you can settle for the best. Make sure to hit on publish if you have made any changes. Next is the background image. Click on select image, then select the image of your choice. Click on choose image, and that particular image is now appearing as your background image. From here, under preset, you have 5 different options. You have default, fill screen, fit to screen, repeat, and custom. You can go ahead, play around with these options and select the one that you like the most if you choose to have a background image for your site. And from here, you can select the image positions for the image that you have chosen. From here, you can select the image size from original to fit to screen to fill screen. And from the last 2 options, you can choose to whether or not to repeat the background image or to scroll or not scroll with page. For example, currently, the image is scrolling with page, as you can see from the screen. If you uncheck this little box, then the image will not scroll with page. As I said before, you can go ahead and make your preferences. I'm going to remove the background image because I do not want an image as my background. But if you have added one, make sure you hit on publish. Next is the typography. These are your primary fonts. To change them, from under the list of available fonts, go ahead and select the one that you like, and they will be changed from here. So you can go ahead and again play around with the options that are available and select the one that fits the best with your brand, your blog, and your site. It is the same with the secondary font. These are your secondary fonts that are showing over here. Go ahead and select the font of your choice, and they will be changed here in real time. From here, you can either increase or decrease the font size of your primary font. You simply have to slide this button over and they will appear bigger. If you slide it under, they will appear smaller. Same thing with the secondary font size. If you slide this button over, the font size will appear bigger, and if you slide it under, they will appear smaller. The changes will be reflected throughout your site. I'm going to set it back to the way it was before, but you can go ahead and choose the one that you like the most. Again, hit on publish to save the changes, and I'm putting an emphasis on this because if you don't save your changes, then they will not be reflected in your site. So make sure that you do not forget to click on publish after you have made any changes. Next is the layout settings. So you have the page sidebar layout, the post sidebar layout, and the default sidebar layout. I will explain the post sidebar layout, and the concept of post and the page sidebar layout is same. You can apply the same things that I have explained in the post sidebar layout. If you go to your blog posts and randomly open some of them, you will see that each of these posts have right sidebar layout to them. And that is because the right sidebar layout has been chosen from Customizer in default. If you go ahead and select the left sidebar layout, click on Publish, go to the post, give it a refresh, the left sidebar layout will be applied to all of these posts. Similarly, if you go ahead and apply any one of these layouts without any sidebar layout, they will be reflected in the posts that are here. Well, the cool thing is you can also have a different sidebar layout for each of your posts. So let's just say that for this particular post, you want a right sidebar layout. For this post, you want no sidebar layout. And for this posts and the rest of the posts, you want the left sidebar layout as the default sidebar layout. Now you can also do that. First of all, check the name of the post that you want to edit. Go back to the dashboard and to posts, click on all posts. Find that post from here, then click on edit. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and here the sidebar layout option, which I had left out at the time of creating the post, will be covered now. So select the right sidebar layout or any other sidebar layout of your choice. Click on update. Now back to your post, give it a refresh, and as you can see, the sidebar layout is now showing on the right. For our second post, again, remember the post title. Go back to all posts. Here it is. Click on edit. Scroll all the way to the bottom and select the layout without any sidebar. Click on full width centered. You can go ahead and select the sidebar layout of your choice. Click on update, back, and give it a refresh. As you can see, this post has no sidebar to it. But if you go to the third post and give it a refresh, it still has the left sidebar layout to it, and that is because the default sidebar is still chosen as the left sidebar layout for this and the rest of the blog posts. If you want to change the sidebar layout for this, you will have to follow the same process. And also, you can select your sidebar layout at the time of creating the post itself. That will be even more easier. If you have any more questions or confusions about choosing a separate or default sidebar layout, make sure you drop your questions in the comment section below. I will select right sidebar layout as the default sidebar layout for all of the blog posts. Now, this is the default sidebar layout, which is the general sidebar layout for whole site. You can select the left or the layout without any sidebar. The choice is yours. Again, I'm selecting the right sidebar. Go ahead and click on Publish to save the changes. Now we will go into the general settings. The first option is the notification bar setting. If you enable the notification bar, you can enable to show the newsletter right above the header section. But since we have not created any newsletter, I will come back to this after we have added a newsletter. Next is the banner section. Under banner options, you have three options. The first one is to disable the banner section altogether. The second one is to have a static or a video call to action banner. You can add a header video as your banner, or you can also feature a video from your YouTube channel, or you can also add a static image as your banner. If you want to add in a header video, make sure that you have checked out the information that is given over here in terms of the format and the dimensions for your video. Click on Select Video. You can upload it from here or select the one from Media Library. Click on Select like this. Click on Choose Video. After which, your video will be played over here. You can edit the title, subtitle, add the button 1 label, link, button 2 label and link from the respective boxes over here. You only have to remove the title that is given over here and add in the title of your choice, which will be displayed over here. And it goes the same for the rest of the titles and labels. Here, you have to add in the feature link to the post or the page that you want your visitors to land on when they click on button 1, and the same goes for button 2. Now, instead of a video like this was quite a short video that I added. If you want to add in a YouTube video, you simply have to go to your YouTube channel, select the video you want to feature, copy the link, remove the video, add in the link here, and your video from your YouTube channel will be featured as your banner section. I'm going to remove this, and if you want to add in a static image, you simply have to click on add a new image, select the image that you want to set as your banner, then you can crop the image or you can also skip cropping. I'm going to crop the image this time. Click on crop image, which will appear as your banner over here. And just like how I showed you previously, you can edit the rest of the options that are given at the bottom from here. The third option is to add in the banner as a slider. And when you select your banner as a slider, you have two more options. The first one is to select your latest posts, and the second one is to select the category. If you select your latest posts, then all of the latest posts will appear on your banner section like this. You can choose the number of slides that you want to display by sliding the toggle over or under. With the slider loop option, you can choose to enable or disable the slider loop, which will make the slider go on in a loop, or disable it. You can enable or disable the slider caption from here. You can choose your slider animation from here and select the slider read more label, which is currently showing as read the article. Instead, if you select category, you have one more option, that is to select the slider category, and whatever category that you choose, the posts from that particular category will end up in your banner section, just like how it is showing right now. I'm going to select the banner as slider and the slider content style as the latest posts, just like how it was before, and click on publish. The next is featured area section. Let's scroll down and start adding our featured area section. Click on add a widget, and as it is given here, you have to add the text and blossom image. So let's add the text widget first. You can search it from the search bar over here, or you can manually search from here. Select the arbitrary text widget from here. Add your title and your description. After that, click on done. Now click on add a widget, and this time we will add blossom image text, which is showing over here. Click on it. You have to add in the title here if you want to. If not, click on add image text. Click on upload. Select the image that you want to add. Click on select. Add in the link text. Then add in the feature link to the page or the post that you want to link to this image here. Following the same process, I have added two more featured area items. After you have finished adding all three featured area boxes, click on apply. And only after that, your featured area section will be displayed over here. Click on done and click on publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, then the featured area section has now been added. We'll go back to our customizer. From here, you can select the background image for your featured area section. This is the default one. If you want to remove, click on remove, and if you want to change image, click on change image and select the one that you want to have as your background image of your featured area section. Next is the about section. Before we go ahead and configure the about section from the customizer, we have to create a page from the dashboard. So back to our dashboard. To create the page, go to pages, click on add new, add in the title here and the content here, click on set featured image and select the image, click on set featured image, click on publish, If you open the page in the new tab, this is how it looks like. Now we will access the customizer again to Appearance and go to Customize. Go to General Settings and back to About section. Now click on Add a Widget as it is given over here. Select the Blossom Featured Page widget. You can easily search it from the search bar or manually search it from here. Here the widget is showing, so I will click on it. From under Page, select the page which we have just created, which is behind the blog titled. You have the option to show the featured image. You can set the image alignment from right to left. Also, you have the option to show full page content, which will enable the entire content to be shown in your About section in the home page. But if you have a long full page content, then I would recommend to not show full page content and instead show the Read More button, which will be displayed over here. You can change the Read More text to anything else that you like. You also have the option to let your visitors or users open the Read More link in the same tab. Click on Done and click on Publish. From here, you can change the background image by clicking on Remove to remove the current image and click on Change Image to select the image of your choice. Next is the social media settings. The social media settings will be shown on the left side of your website as you scroll up and down. So let's see how we can add it. But before that, let's refresh our site here to show the About section. Now to enable the social links, first of all enable the toggle here. Now click on Add New Links. The process is very simple. All you have to do is search for the social media icon from here. If I want to search for Facebook, I will simply type in Facebook or just some related keywords. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Under the link box, copy and paste the link to your official social media or your Facebook page in this case. As soon as you add in the link, the Facebook icon will appear over here. Following the same process, you can add in more social media links. After you are done, click on Publish. And the social media icons or links are showing here. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, and as you scroll up and down, your social media icons will appear on the left-hand side. Come back. Next is the SEO settings. So let's open one of our blog posts. The first option is to enable the last updated post date. If you disable this, your last updated post date will be shown over here. If you don't, then it will not be shown. Next is to enable the breadcrumb. So this is what breadcrumb is. You can either disable it or enable it. But I would recommend you to enable the breadcrumb because it makes the process of navigating throughout your website easier for your visitors and users. From here, you can change the breadcrumb home text. You can remove it and add in the text of your choice. I'm going to set it back to the way it was before. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the Post Blogs and Pages settings. The first option is to hide prefix in archive page. So archive pages are your tags, your categories pages, and so on. Let's go ahead and open one of the category page. Now if you disable to hide the prefix in archive page, it will be shown here, as opposed to when it is enabled, it will not be shown. Next, you can enable or disable the blog excerpt, which will show the entire post in each of your blog posts. And when you enable it, only the excerpt will be shown. From here, you can change your excerpt length in words. If you choose 60 words will be displayed as experts in each of your blog posts. I will come back to blog title and description later. From here, you can change the read more text from read the article to anything else that you like. And if you open one of the posts again, scroll all the way to the bottom. This is the author section. If you enable to hide it, it will not be shown anymore. These are the related posts. If you disable this, then they will not be shown anymore. If you enable them, they will be shown. And you can change the title that is displaying over here from here. You can disable the comment section by disabling the toggle here. All the categories that are showing in each of the blog posts can be hidden by enabling the hide category. If you enable to hide the posted date, it will not be shown anymore. Let's go back to our home page. Well, this is the blog section. If you want to add in the blog title, you can add it from here. Which will display over here, and in a similar way, you can add in the blog description. Lastly, you can hide the posted date that is showing on each of the blog posts here by enabling this toggle, where the posted date will not be shown for any of your blog posts. Click on Publish to save your preferences. Now we'll go back, and the next is the shop section. Before we go ahead and configure the customization option that is given over here, we'll have to go ahead and create our very first product and create our shop section from the dashboard. Let's go back to our dashboard again. To enable the shop section, we have to first of all install and activate the WooCommerce plugin. So go to Plugins, click on it, click on Add New. From Search Plugin search bar, search for WooCommerce. Click on Enter. And this is the plugin that we are looking for, WooCommerce. Click on Install Now. And click on Activate. Now the plugin has been installed and activated, and it is showing over here. To create your very first product, hover your mouse on Products, then click on Add New. Add in the product name here, add in the product description, add the product short description, add in the regular price here, the sales price here if your product is on sales. From here, you can create and assign categories to your products. Here, you can add in the product tags. From here, you can set the product image. I will not go into the details of this, but I will give you a brief explanation on how you can create your very first product. So let me go ahead and fill in all the details here first. To create the product category, click on Add New Category, give your category a name. Click on Add New Category or Enter. In a similar way, you can add in product tags. Make sure you separate the tags with commas if you do. Now to set the product image, click on Set Product Image. Select the product image. Click on Set Product Image and click on Publish. The product has now been created, and if you open the link, it is now displaying in your website. For now, this is the only product that I have created. As you can see, let me create a few more products and I will continue with the video. As you can see from the screen, I have added few more products. Now go to Appearance, then click on Menus. I want to add the shop section to my secondary menu. So I'm going to select secondary menu from here and click on Select. The shop, cart, checkout and my account pages are essential pages for the shop section, which have been created in default, which means we don't have to manually create them. So select all of these pages and click on Add to Menu. I will sort it and make the changes that I had made in other menu items. Now to create the drop-down menu, I'm going to assort the items first and simply drag it to the right and drop it. Drag and drop, drag and drop. To the right, click on Save Menu. Now we will access our customizer again, and as you can see, the shop section is now showing in the secondary menu, and if you click on it, the shop section is displaying the products. We'll come back to our home page and under General Settings, go to Shop section again. Now click on Add a Widget, and you can either add custom HTML if you want to add in the ad codes to various products in your site. If not, select the Products widget, search for it from here on the search bar. Now select Products, and here the products from your shop section are now showing, and you also get various options beneath depending on the shop section and also the products that you have. So you can go ahead and select your choices from here. You can also change the title from here. So let me change the title. Click on Done. From here, you can select the background color for your shop section. Click on Select Color. You can select the palette. You can move around the pointer and the slider to come to the color of your choice. If you click on Default, the color will set back to default. Click on Publish to save the changes. We'll go back, and the next is the newsletter settings. Let's go ahead and configure our newsletter settings. Click on it. Now, before we make any changes in the newsletter settings, we will go back to the dashboard and go to Blossom Themes email newsletter. Click on Add New, and we will fill in the details. Add in the title here. You can choose either name and email or only email to be your field settings. If you choose name and email, both name and email placeholder will be shown. If you choose only email placeholder will be shown. I'm going to choose name and email. Change the name and email placeholder as well as submit button label from here. You can also go ahead and enable your GDPR checkbox. Add in a form note asking your users or visitors to subscribe to you. You can add in either background color or background image. If you select background image, you can upload your image from here. If you choose background color, you can select your background color and font color from here. Let me go ahead and fill in the details, starting with title. Add in your form note. To add the color, select background color, and you can select the color from palette, move around the pointer and the slider. You can also add in the hex value from here. For font color, in a similar way, click over here, select the color. We are ready to publish our newsletter. Click on Publish. The next important step is to copy the shortcode. We will go back to our customizer, enable our newsletter section, then add the shortcode. After which, the newsletter will be displayed right underneath your shop section. If you remember, I had skipped adding newsletter on the header section. So let's publish this newsletter, and I will add the same shortcode. Enable your notification bar, add in your newsletter shortcode, and your newsletter will also be displayed as your notification bar. You can also go ahead and create a different newsletter from the dashboard. You can add a different background color, add different title, text, and so on. So let's go ahead and create a different newsletter so that you do have a newsletter on your top bar or notification bar like the one you saw in our demo page. So back to our dashboard, click on Add New. I'm going to skip the title for this one and only add in the form note. Now we will select our background color as black and a lighter color as our font color. Now click on Publish. Now just like how we did before, copy the shortcode, go back to your customizer, paste the shortcode here, and the newsletter, just like how you saw in the demo page, is appearing here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is our Instagram settings. So before we enable it, we have to customize certain settings. So click on this link over here. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. Click on Connect with Instagram. Because I have previously connected Blossom Themes Instagram account to other websites, it is showing me a message like this. For you, it will ask you to add in your login credentials, then click on Authorize or Allow. I'm going to click on Allow. As you can see from the screen, the access token and the rest of the options have been filled in automatically. You can go ahead and make changes if you want to. Then click on Save Changes. You must have noticed that after you click on Connect with Instagram and click on Save Changes, it changes to Reconnect with Instagram, which means the configuration has happened successfully. Now we will close the tabs, back to our customizer. Let's go all the way to the bottom and enable the Instagram section toggle. Okay, it is not showing now. Let's disable the toggle and enable it again. As you can see, the Instagram section is now showing on our site. Click on Publish. Let's go back. And the last one is Miscellaneous Settings. The first option is to change the header background image. So you can change the header background image from this to anything else that you like. Just click on Remove. Click on Change Image and add the image of your choice. From here, you can enable or disable your shop page description. If you go to your shop section, currently it is disabled. If you enable it, you can show the shop page description. You can also enable or disable the animation that shows as you scroll up and down your site. And if you want to change your 404 image, you can do it from here. Click on Remove and click on Change Image. The 404 page looks something like this, like the one you're seeing on screen right now. You can go ahead and change the image to anything else. We will go back. After you have made your changes, make sure you hit Unpublish. Next, we have covered the menus section and we will go to widgets. The first option is to add the sidebar widgets. The default sidebar widgets are already showing here. Let me quickly remove all of them. Now we can create a fresh one. Click on Add a Widget, and the first widget we will add is Blossom Author Bio. This is the widget, Blossom Author Bio. Click on it. Now add in the title, author name, and the rest of the details that are required. We will start with title, then the author name. You can display the photo from Gravatar, or you can also upload your image by clicking on Uploaded Photo. Click on Upload and select the image of your choice. Click on Select, which will be displayed in the Author Bio section on the sidebar. Add in the description. If you have the graphic of your signature, you can upload the picture from here, or you can also simply type out your signature. You can add in the button label here and the featured link here, so that when your visitors click on button label, they will land on the page and the post of the link that you provide in the box here under button link. You can also add various social profiles. Click on Add Social Profile, search for the social media, click on the icon, copy and paste the link to your social media page over here. In a similar way, keep on adding more social media icons or links. After you are done, click on Apply and click on Done, click on Publish. For our next sidebar, click on Add a Widget. You can select the widget from the list of 22 highly customizable widgets from over here. For my next widget, I'm going to add Blossom Themes email newsletter. So click on Select, add in the title here. From the drop-down option under Newsletter, click on it and go ahead and select Subscribe to our newsletter, which is one of the newsletters which we had created earlier, which is also showing right at the bottom over here. You can also upload newsletter icon from here and enable GDPR. Click on Done. For our next widget, we will add Blossom Recent Post. Click on it. And all of your recent posts will appear over here. You can change the title, number of posts, style layouts from 1, 2, and 3. And the rest of the options you can either check in or uncheck it. I'm going to go with style number 2, which looks something like this, but you can go ahead with either of the 3 options. Click on Done. For our next widget, click on Add a Widget again. So you can also display an Instagram widget. Search for Blossom Themes feed for Instagram. You can also search for the required widgets by typing into the search box over here. And here the widget has appeared. You can go ahead and make the necessary changes if you want to. I'm going to increase my number of photos and decrease photos per row, which will make my Instagram widget look something like this. Click on Done. Following the same process, you can add the widgets of your choice. For our last widget, I will add Blossom Posts category slider. Change the title from here. Select the category from the drop-down option. Whatever category you select, the posts from that category will appear as category slider in our widget. I'm going to select Travel. You can select number of slides from here and either check in or uncheck the options that are given below. You also have the option to let your visitors open the posts in the New tab. Click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. Now we will go ahead and start configuring our footer areas. Scroll to the bottom. For our footer area number 1, click on Add a Widget. The process of adding widgets to your footer areas are the same as adding widgets to your sidebar. So go ahead and select your footer area number 1 widget. I want to add in a text, so type in the widget of your choice. If you want to add in text, type in text. I'm going to select arbitrary text. Now add in the title and the content. Click on Done and click on Publish. The footer area number 1 has been added. For our footer area number 2, click on Add a Widget. I will add Blossom Recent Post for my footer area number 2. This time I will select Style Layout number 1. Click on Done and click on Publish. For our footer area number 3, click on Add a Widget. And I will add a list of drop-down of categories. If you wish to, you can change the title and the rest of the options from here. Click on Done and click on Publish. We'll go back, and for our footer area number 4, click on Add a Widget. I want to add popular post. Click on it. You can change your title, number of post, and popular based on post views or comment count. And also change the style layout from 1, 2, and 3, and either check in or uncheck the rest of the options given here. Click on Done and click on Publish. We have added our 4 footer areas. Now if we go back to our site, come all the way to the bottom, give it a refresh, scroll down, our footer areas have appeared at the bottom. Next is the homepage settings. So you can either choose your latest post as your homepage display, just like how it is showing right now, where all your latest posts are appearing on your homepage, or you can also select a static page. If you want a static page, simply click on a static page, then you have to select your homepage and the post page for all of your blog posts that are displaying over here. I'm going to select the latest posts. Let's go back. Next is the footer settings. Again, we will go back to the bottom. You can change the footer background image from here. Click on remove, click on change image and select the image of your choice. If you want to add in the footer copyright text, you can only edit out a certain portion of it. So let's just say, for example, instead of copyright 2021 fashion world, you want to add in Sarada Lite. Then you can do that. The entire footer copyright text can only be removed in our Pro theme, where you can also remove the WordPress information and also the theme author. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is WooCommerce. From here you can make various shop settings, so please feel free to explore these options. Next is additional CSS. From here you can add your own CSS code and customize the layout and appearance of your site. Simply paste your CSS code and click on Publish. So that was it about the Sarada Lite free theme. Go to the top. Now let's go back to our site and give it a final refresh. Now we will take a look at how our site looks like. So that was it about Sarada Lite free WordPress theme. If you have any queries, drop them down in the comments section below, or you can also reach out to our support team. I have added the link in the description box below. Like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. Also make sure you follow us on all of our social media channels for cooler updates. The links are on the channel homepage banner. Thank you so much for watching this video and I will see you in my next video.